Kia ora Canterbury and welcome to Canterbury Live on Thursday the 20th of November. Well, summer is here a roundabout sort of way, and what do we love to do in summer? Eat ice cream, and why not? And thanks to our friends at Tip Top, here's a little trip down memory lane before we get into it.
It's on the faces of the people you made. It's in the way that we make each day a treat. It's in the ice cream that we all eat.
Try new mint trumpet. Delicious tip-top mint ice cream topped with chocolate and chocolate chips.
You can't beat a trumpet. You can't beat a trumpet. You can't beat a trumpet.
Yum, I would just look at those mint trumpets, and they're back too. They're so yummy. Now, back to Tip Top. Yes, thank you very much. They've given us some complimentary ice cream vouchers for you. So all you need to do, thanks Davey, is call through to Marianne on 03 3777 033 or go to our Facebook page. Quite simple, isn't it? And then you could win one of those vouchers. So good on you. And hey, why not grab yourself an ice cream? It makes you feel just lovely, doesn't it? Now, if you can hear in the background, there's quite a beautiful, beautiful voice. It's Janine Bailey, and she's singing Shouldn't You Ought to Be in Love. Isn't that cool song with Dave Dobbins, but I love her version. And we'll talk about Janine in a little bit. But anyway, on today's show, we actually catch up with Brian Law. And sadly, yes, he is retiring, but it's nice to have a wee chat to see what he's going to be doing after he finishes at the end of the year. And we are out at Ballantyne's and catch up with the CEO, Maria, talking about exactly where Ballantyne's are at the moment, heading into the Christmas period. And Laura Decker, that amazing teenager, well, now she's heading into, she's 19 now. Of course, she sailed around the world. So fantastic young lady, and we catch up with her as well. But first up, do you have anything to do this weekend to spend a lazy afternoon with a glass of Pimm's and some music? Well, I have the most amazing event for you to go to, and I'm joined by Janine Bailey, well known to Canterbury. Beautiful
Hi.
vocalist. How are you, Janine?
Good, thank you.
And you're out of it today. You're not actually singing today, but don't worry. We'll make sure she does next time. And Lorraine Logan, who is the chair of Friends of the CSO. It's quite apt that we had Brian Law on today. He's always been a friend, hasn't he, of the CSO as well?
Yes, we're very close connections.
Yeah,
yes.
Which is neat. Now let's talk about this weekend. Sunday the 23rd of November in the afternoon, 1:30 to 4. What is happening?
We're having a garden party this year. We've had garden tours for the last 3 years, but this year it's a garden party rather. Out at Ahoka, beautiful garden. I was out there this morning, the trees are looking magnificent. Beautiful expanse of grass. And so we've got lots of entertainment. Of course, Janine is one of them.
Yeah.
Along with Naomi Ferguson. And then we've got littlies, 10, 11, and a little girl of 6 who plays a mean cello.
A mean cello.
A mean cello,
Way to go, Lorraine.
yes.
Keeping that lingo going there.
And
6 is quite impressive.
It is, yes. And the others, they play violin. So they're going to play some light classics, and they're just wonderful, they really are. They played as a J4 at the Christmas in the park, I think it was, last year.
Oh, neat.
So they were, yes, they're really good. No screeching. all good stuff.
So, Janine, how will the acoustics be on the day, on Sunday?
Oh, fingers crossed it'll be just gorgeous. But it can only be fun playing with Naomi Ferguson, so I'm really looking forward to that.
So what have you been up to of late? I mean, obviously we know you're going to be this Sunday, but what have you been doing lately?
Oh gosh, well I actually did do a concert with Brian Law in the Cardboard Cathedral, which was amazing fun with the choir, so that was lovely. And did the Jazz Festival. I just came back last weekend from Queenstown, did the Queenstown Jazz Festival, which was great fun.
Isn't it a great event down there?
It was so much fun.
It's such an awesome setting.
Beautiful.
It's pretty incredible,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it was incredible.
Yourself. And Naomi, of course, you've worked with her though in the past though, which is cool. So it's friends catching up, really, isn't it?
It really is. Yeah, we do a lot of gossiping in the breaks.
Yeah, we might find you down at the Pimm's tent maybe, because
probably
that is something we can have, isn't it, Lorraine?
Absolutely.
Which is quite dignified.
Quite dignified, yes, quite garden party-ish.
It is. Talking about the food though, Devonshire teas. And I believe that there could be even a recipe from your mum there.
There is a recipe from Mum and before her grandmother.
Oh,
So,
that's very neat.
Yes.
Can we purchase anything on the day if we've got money burning in our pocket?
Yes, well the
the
Pimm's and the Devonshire teas are for sale at $8 each. And then of course we have artworks and sculptures. Quite a variety, all different styles, huge sculptures for your garden or smaller ones for your table.
Oh, neat.
And some beautiful artworks. So, and they are, most of them are for sale as well.
So talk us through the artworks. We really want to tease everyone out there. So you're talking about paintings?
Paintings.
And are they local artists?
Yes, they are. We've got Rob McDowell, who's a well-known artist.
Yeah.
And Sean Briggs has just made a most beautiful sculpture. It's a water feature for your garden. And it's called something about meditation, and it's absolutely beautiful.
You're selling it well, meditation, water,
Yes.
it's all sounding very good.
Yes, it's lovely. And he's done another painting, which is quite a different style for him. So, and that's really lovely as well.
Neat.
Then we've got Mark Cole. He's a sculptor as well. He does smaller sculptures. And we've got Wendy Hannon, who's a hobbyist artist, but a beautiful artist at that. I mean,
Love
she
that
does
word, hobbyist. Obvious meaning that
That's what she
I don't
calls
rely on
herself.
it for my income,
No.
but I'm hopeful that I might one day.
Yes. She often has commissions.
Oh, that's wonderful.
No, there's quite a variety. And Stephanie Crisp and several others.
Neat. Well, let's recap. So it is on Sunday the 23rd of November, and the location, I'm just going to run this whole art shop for Davey. So it is out at Ahoka. Now to find, you get tickets from lots of places, but Acquisitions, Northlands, Westfield Malls, Maryvale, we've got the brochure right there. Thanks so much, Dougie. And tickets are $25. Very reasonable for a wonderful day out. Janine, we'll see you in the close future for Christmas. Good luck to you, Lorraine.
Thank
All the
you.
best for Mum's scones.
Thank you.
No pressure.
Thank
Okay, stay with us after the break. We catch up with Laura Decker.
I am flying.
Arts 21 showcases the vast creative talent and minds that are making a name for themselves in Europe and beyond. Think outside the square with Arts 21.
Undergone home renovations? Looking for that special something to complete a room? Look no further than the Hitching Post. Their extensive range ensures you can find that special something. From plasma cut metalwork to candles, artwork, weather vanes, or even a customised gate. So come on down to the Hitching Post, 722 Marshland Road.
Come on down to Ferrymead Golf. Care for a game of paintball? How about some swings on the old driving range? Or on our par 3 9-hole golf course? Test your skills on the mini golf course or have a go at the airgun shooting range. Then relax at the Wow Cafe with one of our super succulent Wow Burgers. Whether you want to perfect your swing or are looking for a fun family day out, come down to Ferrymead Golf, 50 Ferrymead Park Drive, right next to the Ferrymead Heritage Park.
When you need to know what's happening in your region, join me, Chris Lynch, for Canterbury's biggest conversation, first at 5, CTV News, weeknights, right here on CTV.
Well, many girls do dream. They might dream of being a nurse, a model, a queen. But Laura Decker had an amazing dream and she actually brought it to fruition. Welcome, Laura, to Canterbury Live. How did you come to realising your dream at such a young age?
Well, I had been dreaming of it since I was about 8, and I just worked towards it every day. I don't think a day passed that I wasn't either learning something about sailing or sailing itself. So when I was 13, I was just ready for it.
13 ready to travel around the world. I mean, the words are so simple to say, but the action is another thing as well. What did it take to get to the point where you were ready to travel around the world?
Well, a lot of sailing, a lot of practicing, a lot of reading and preparing.
Yeah, and I guess also that you are so good on your own self, meaning that you could spend that amount of time actually on your own.
Yeah, I think it was quite a good balance of going to places and seeing other cultures and doing a lot of stuff, and then being out there on my own and be able to actually think about all the nice things that I'd seen. Most people just run around crazy and, you know, see awesome things, go to beautiful places, but they keep running and never actually stop and think about it. So it was a balance of seeing that and then being out there on my own to actually think about it.
And a lot of people would say at a young age, how could you be so driven when there's so many distractions in this world for a young teenager? How did you keep focused?
I just really wanted to do it. I just had to stream and I just knew I was going to do it.
Great. And then, of course, now you've written this book, which is amazing, One Girl, One Dream. Was it difficult to actually get it all out of here down onto paper?
No, I wrote every day. I wrote a diary, and after the trip I put the diary together into a book.
And do you think that made it easy then to compile all of what you experienced?
Yeah, because I wrote every day, so I didn't have to think about it again after. I just had to make it readable.
So in some ways, was the book your conversation that we would have every day with someone else? That was what you were having with your book or your diary?
No, it's just writing down what happened and my thoughts, but no, it's not like I was writing it down because of that. I just wanted not to forget it.
Now, you've been out in Canterbury today at a couple of schools, Christ College and St Andrews. What message are you giving to those students?
Whatever they want to take out of it, but I hope that they take out of it that whatever it is that they want to do, it doesn't have to be sailing around the world. It can be something small as well, but that they just, if they want to do it, that they should go for it, not be afraid for people to either say that they can't do it, because I probably have more than half of the world telling me I wouldn't make it, and to just go for it, you know.
And there was a lot of controversy, wasn't there, around you actually sailing around the world, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Tell us about that. I mean, what was it like getting through all that? Because all you wanted to do, it's not simple, but you just wanted to sail around the world, didn't you?
Yeah. No, I just wanted to sail, but yeah, there were some people just didn't think that was a good idea.
And you saw them to it and you said, no, I'm going to do it and keep focused. What's next for you, Laura?
Well, life is already a big adventure. I've been travelling a lot overland, but also on the boat, and don't have anything big planned for the moment.
Living life, really, in the moment, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay. What's one piece of advice you've been going to these schools, but in general, because you're reaching a lot of people out there and to the wider audience who might have lived there 30, 40, 50, 60 years and never realised their dream, what would you say to them now?
Well, I read this nice saying that completely formulates it. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. And that's pretty much what I'm trying to say. And to parents, I guess, to just let their kids be free. Don't clip their wings, you know, just let them fly. Of course, I don't have kids, it's easy for me to say, and I do think my parents were incredibly brave, and I'm really happy that they gave me this opportunity, but I think kids are capable of doing a lot of things. And adults just tell them that they can't do it because they're too small and they're too young and whatever, but they can do it. And kids look up to adults. So, of course, if somebody who's bigger and older than them is going to tell them you can't do it, they will think, oh, we can't, and they won't even try, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So, support them. I'm not saying just, you know, put them on a boat and let them sail around the world. My dad taught me everything I knew, and he knew me very well. He knew what I was capable of. So that's probably another factor, that a lot of parents don't even really know their kids because they're just working the entire day and then going home and being tired, and they don't actually know what their kids are capable of. Well, they're capable of a lot more. My dad did spend every free minute that he had teaching me all that he knew. So, yeah.
I think it's great advice. I think it's great advice that if your child does have a dream, don't say, oh, you'll grow out of it. Let them dream and grow into their dream. Well done. Well done to you, Laura. And it is a wonderful book for Christmas if you want to inspire your child or a sibling or even your mum and dad. Even your mum and dad. That's Laura Decker, her beautiful book, One Girl, One Dream.
And if you would like to win a copy of One Girl, One Dream, it was lovely catching up with Lauren, that you just need to call through to Marianne on 03 3777 033 or go to our Facebook page and win a copy. Stay with us. After the break, we catch up with Brian Law.
The Tiki Tour. Tiki Tour. Tiki Tour.
Kia ora.
Hey, my name's Victoria.
And my name is Nana. Climb aboard the Tiki Tour bus and join in on all the fun.
Every Saturday at 8 here on CTV.
Ka kite.
Enjoy the show.
The world really is your oyster with Farm to Farm tours. Discover some of the world's best farming, scenery and cultural experiences. We work closely with trusted international colleagues in more than 30 countries to customise great trips for people just like you. For a hassle-free trip, call the friendly team at Farm to Farm Tours now or visit our website.
When we were kids, saving the world seemed like the easiest thing you could do. But the world has changed, and the problems are bigger than we'd ever imagined. People are starving, the environment is under pressure, the climate is changing fast, and we are running out of fresh water. There's so much distraction, it can get hard to see where you can make a difference. With so many other things going on, where do you start? Well, feeding the world gets a little easier when you start by planting the right seed. Protecting the future is possible when you know how and have help. And if we work together to tackle the big challenges, everyone can live well. At Lincoln, we're on a mission to feed the world, protect the future, and help everyone live well. So don't settle for just any future. Join us and make a difference.
Whatever the adventure, Abbey Road is Kaikoura's streetwear specialist. With a wide range of clothing for any weather and any condition, including possum merino, Abbey Road has you covered. Abbey Road Kaikoura.
Join Graham Sinclair and the team at Gone Fishing as they bring you great stories, fishing tips and beautiful scenery. Gone Fishing, Friday night at 8:30, right here on CTV.
Welcome back to Canterbury Live, and of course that is the wonderful Mr. Brian Law who joins me right now. Brian, I mean, we're just giggling about it. Oh, they look so bored. But what a privilege it has been for them, and I suppose for you as well, to see so much wonderful young talent as we have here in Canterbury.
Absolutely, it really has. I mean, I came back to church music 10 years ago, having not dealt anything church music for the previous 35 years. And discovering that this talent was still there and kids were still able to sing really well and do incredibly mature things which you wouldn't expect anyone of their age to be able to do. It's been fascinating.
A privilege for them as much for you as well. And you did talk about that because you moved back to New Zealand in '91 though, didn't you?
Not back to New Zealand, I was born in England. I went to Canada.
Back
for 25 years and then came here in 1991, yeah. And had nothing to do with church music for the next 10, 12 years and then suddenly got roped into the cathedral, kicking and screaming. I didn't want to do it, but in fact, once I was here, I just thoroughly enjoyed it.
So tell us, you started as you were born in England, but you were in Canada, though.
Yeah, I emigrated there when I was 21, and was involved very much in church music at that stage for the next sort of 14 years. But at the end of that, and the choir developed into a very good choir and sort of was very well known across the Northern Hemisphere. But I ran out of energy and steam and just happily was doing very many other things with operas and orchestras and symphonies and things, and so I was quite happy to stop it. didn't think about it again until 10 years ago now. Yeah.
And looking at the children there, were you the same as them? Did you have your love of music at that young age?
Yes, I was quite precocious as a child musically. I was playing the piano when I was 4 or 5, and well, whether it was actually playing, the teachers at school discovered I couldn't concentrate, saw me sort of doing this sort of thing on the piano top, and said, "Oh, perhaps piano lessons would help." And I don't think I learned anything for a number of years, but I did finish up in a church choir when I was 7, and then from then on, music really sort of became my main interest, and I played the organ, and after that, and then went on to study church music, specifically in London.
And with the cathedral here, with the Christchurch Cathedral Choir, how do those children, how are they picked? Because choirs are, I mean, they do quite well in Canterbury, and in New Zealand actually, there's always the school choir. But how do you pick those certain children to be something quite special?
Well, the basic structure was that in 1880, when the cathedral was being planned, they decided, just before it was open, they did want a choir school to provide choir boys for the school. So actually a year before the cathedral opened, it was officially opened, the Cathedral Grammar School was established. So that they have trained the choir boys ever since. It's been a tradition that if you're going to be in the cathedral choir, you have to attend Cathedral Grammar School, and that hasn't changed. The only difference is the school only had 24 boys to begin with, and now because it has 200 and whatever, so it's a quite different thing. But still, the cathedral choir boys are the core of that school. So boys sometimes and often come up through the school system, coming up from kindergarten to the school. But again, which I'm really excited about, is that if boys from outside of the school can come in, sometimes from the other side of the tracks, who wouldn't get the chance for this. But as we can give them full scholarships for the education, and the Cathedral Grammar School is a phenomenally good school, a private school. But a good choir boy, I can get him a scholarship into that school for free education, and so it's a terrific thing for them. So far, and I don't think it's going to change over all these years, there's always been enough boys to make the choir work. Yesterday I auditioned another 5 boys yesterday for next year's intake. So.
Saturday the 13th is going to be quite a sad day.
No, it's not. That's going to be a nice, joyful day, because that's a concert, yes. But sad day is going to be Christmas Day, when I quit after Evensong. No, December the 13th is a big triumphant concert we're doing. Yeah. We're going to do an orchestral work, one of my favourite pieces, a mass, a joyful mass by Haydn, which is really fun to sing and to listen to, and then Christmas carols, and we've got the Christchurch Symphony Orchestra playing along. So I mean, that to me is one of the fun celebrations of my departure. But then there's the usual sort of carol service, quite a few coming up after that. Advent service next week, then Christmas carols, 9 lessons of carols, then Christmas Eve, and so it's a mountain of music. But then December the 25th at 5 p.m, that is when I stop, yes.
A heavy heart?
Oh, I think there will be, yes. It's all my decision to retire. I did make that decision many years ago that I would retire at 70. And it's always seemed, and it still seems, the right decision. But I'll be sad about it, of course, yes.
And where to after this, Brian?
Oh, I have a little house and a farm in Oxford, and I will be there, I think, yes.
That sounds great. But music will always be a part of your world.
I think so, yes. I'm assuming and hoping that I'll be able to pick up some of the other work I did sort of on a part-time basis. I mean, I've conducted operas since I came to this country. For the first 10, 12 years, I was doing anything but church music. I was working with opera companies and conducting symphony orchestras around the country and all that sort of thing. And I'll go back to a degree to that sort of thing as well.
That's good to hear. I'd hate to see you go completely. So congratulations to you, Brian. You've had a fantastic career. An absolute joy to see you and all the work you've done, especially with the children as well. Good on you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well, now we head out to Ballantyne's. I met up with the CEO, Maria O'Halloran, and so we find out about this wonderful department store, what it's been up to of late. Tomorrow we catch up with Fat Boy and Slim. Have a great evening. We'll see you tomorrow. The C word is well and truly alive at Ballantyne's, and I'm not talking anything but Christmas. I know, you've got to really, really embrace it now, and that you can do that by coming down to Ballantyne's. And I'm joined by Maria. Thank you, Maria. This is incredible. The shop is looking fantastic. And all get up for Christmas?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's traditional that Ballantyne's, our customers and Canterburyans alike, it's the Christmas experience that we offer. And it all starts obviously with our Christmas window opening and of course Cup and Show Week.
Yeah, that's right. And of course, tomorrow, ladies, in case you have forgotten, there is the wonderful gallops out at Riccarton, so you could get a last-minute purchase, couldn't you, Maria?
Yeah, absolutely. We've been very fortunate to see many Canterbury customers in, getting their Cup and Show Week attire from fascinators to shoes, so there's a few last-minute dresses available, and of course the team are ready to do makeup and hair.
Yeah, it's brilliant. And you get that, you just summed it up there. It's a service. That is what we get at Valentine's. That is the difference, isn't it?
Yes, I like to think so. It's all about the customer experience, and that's what we focus on to set us apart, really. People expect it when they come into Valentine's, and they like to shop here and spend a couple of hours. So they'll visit the 2 or 3 cafes and shop, and hopefully our staff, which are our treasures, and we know it's not easy for customers getting in. You know, they're very loyal and resilient, so we like to make it worth their while when they do come in.
And you touched on cafe, and of course you've got that beautiful Nespresso tasting centre now. That is amazing.
Yes, look, we're very fortunate, and I think it's obviously, you know, the synergy for us again was on that customer experience that they offer, and we like to try and put as much theatre and event within the store, and they're just a perfect partner to deliver that.
Tell us about the whole retail feeling about here in the CBD now.
Yes, look, it's, I think now starting to feel like green shoots are appearing. There's a lot of development and progress being made, and I think I've heard many times 10,000 city workers by 2016. That's music to our ears. We're really excited, so yeah, looking forward to future strategy.
Do you feel a lot of weight on your shoulders, Valentine's, being the beacon?
Oh, I think we certainly, again, through our customers' loyalty and support, we're 160 years old, so I think that they have continued to support us and enabled us to trade through difficult times, but now I think it's just looking very bright, and I think we're really, as a team, merchandise team, looking at what the needs are for the future, and that may change, and again, with that customer experience and theatre, there'll be elements of surprise and delight coming your way.
Well, we love being delighted.
Yes.
160 years, how do you get it so right at Valentine's?
Look, I think again, staff, again, because of that customer service, quality merchandise and quality service. It's that simple. And Retail 101 is shuffling the deck. It's always looking for, you know, exciting product that's going to meet the needs. And I think in Christchurch, it's been having aspirational product, but also product that are needs and essentials, such as people replacing items for their home. So yeah, we're well positioned for the future.
What can you see for the future then for the CBD, and of course Valentine's being that beacon to shine through?
Yeah, I think it's really exciting. I think once we get a combination of that hospitality element, which will obviously keep customers in here and have opportunities to, you know, shop and then go out for dinner and dine and so forth, and other retailers supporting us, you know, we're looking forward to welcoming those neighbours in, but it has that critical mass that we're all missing.
So make sure you come down to Valentine's, not today, not tomorrow, every week you need to come in because it's changing all the time. It's Valentine's.